From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in hard.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit, watch the shit. Shit.
Alpha.
Shit. 36. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Go.
Watch one.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, 68 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
72. Hey, check it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for New England. 59 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 2nd down and goal. Brady, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Devlin will try to power it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
26. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Still going. They can't stop him. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Here we go. 480.
52. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Guy, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And this should be the final play before it ends.
Regular. Hey, Delta.
55, my God, 55.
No, 66.
On first down, Brady. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 25.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's go, D. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Watch the out. Watch the out. 51 to Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
54.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again. Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Right there, 54.
To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Go Bandit.
On play action, now Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On on 2nd and 15 now. Prescott going right side. He has Winton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
See me? They can't stop me out here. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
No gain on this defense. No.
Go. Get out there. Short.
Final play of the half. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down. Watch 19.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge.
Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Mike, wait, 10. Green 80. Mike, 5-4. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Alert 3. Alert 3. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hold 50.
Defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check safety. Mike's 54.
Hey, 66. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing again. Brady. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Shadow! Go Bandit! Hey, Charlie!
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Hey, goal 66.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady over the middle, Dorsett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check it, reload. Smooth.
Now Brady. He completes it right side and right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Regular.
Running out of the gun with White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike's 54. Mike's
53, Linda. 72.
You. Check 37.
Shadow.
Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The sack by Robert Quinn.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cowboys take over first down. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Go Bandit.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Hey, 66.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, second.
Following the penalty, Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Motion.
Rip.
Mike 54.
Hey, Foxtrot. Alert.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Easy.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Save. Hatchet.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike. Ozzy. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's by 4.
Easy.
I'm coming.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Bravo.
Brady now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, it gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Kill, 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 54 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama. 380.
54. I'm coming.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, go 66.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And an alley to run. A big play there on the option. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
47.
Hot 7. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, let's get some penetration. Gun. Let's get some penetration. Mike 52. And watch this.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.